What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Now, I have some wonderful news that's coming from Microsoft, and just a little bit concerning as well. Okay, so Microsoft has basically announced that at their Gamescom presentation, they're going to be announcing 25 games and new hardware and accessories. Now, this is a huge deal, especially after they at E3, they basically announced the brand new Xbox. They said it's coming out, or the next Xbox. But this has got people wondering if they may actually give a little bit more details about the brand new Xbox coming out. So, in a recent statement, they did say that this year's Gamescom, we will be hosting a special episode of Inside Xbox from our Xbox booth in Germany on Tuesday, August 21st. And it will have lots of news. All new Xbox hardware and accessories, and features and upcoming titles that we can't wait to tell you more about, and perhaps even a few surprises. Okay, first, one of the surprises I would like to see is, when is Crackdown coming out? I mean, you only announced it like 3 years ago. This is almost worse than the Final Fantasy VII remake that everyone's been waiting for the last 100 years. 100 years. How hard is it to recreate something you already created? It's not like you have to make a new story. We already know what happens to Cloud and Ares. We already know. We already know what happens to Sephiroth. We already know. So why are you taking so long to make this Final Fantasy VII remake? I know I trailed off a little bit for a second there, but that bothers me. It just burns my biscuits. But yes, they did say that they're going to be busting out 25 new games. Now, I'm expecting a lot of these to be indies and, stuff like that. I'm not expecting some groundbreaking brand new games that they're going to announce anytime soon because, like I said, Crackdown has been announced a couple years ago. And they still don't know when that thing is coming out. They keep putting out dates and keep changing them. I don't know when this game is coming out. And I expect it to be a broken mess. AKA Duke Nukem Forever. It's going to put it out there. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be bad. If you don't have an idea of what you're doing, then it's probably going to be bad. Now, this is where things get a little bit more concerning. Okay, so as we know, Michael Pachter, industry insider, basically said that Microsoft intends to launch the next Xbox before PlayStation 5. I know it sounds a little bit crazy because they just announced the Xbox One X. I mean, they literally just came out with it. It came out last year. But why would you make a new one? Like, they had the original Xbox, then they had the Xbox One S, and then they had the Xbox One X, and now you're going to make the brand new Xbox before PlayStation drops their brand new console? I don't understand. This is supposed to be the most powerful console known to man, and they want to make something else. Now, if I spent $500 for a brand new console, I'll be pretty salty that you're going to bust out a brand new one, say, next year. And this is why it's a possibility of that happening next year or the year after that. Okay, so basically, Michael Pachter did say he's sure that Microsoft intends to launch first. He's equally certain that the new Xbox will be backwards compatible with all the Xbox One X software. He does agree that it's hard for Xbox One X purchasers, but it's going to basically be 4 years into the life cycle, and that they intend to launch in 2020. But if they think Sony is going to launch the PlayStation 5, then they will launch early. Okay, so now this is insider information, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. But let's say Sony said, okay, we're going to do the PlayStation 5 2020. That means this console would have only been out for like 3 years or 4 years. And that seems like a good amount of time, but not as long as, say, the PlayStation's been out. The PlayStation would have been out, let's say the PlayStation 4 Pro would have been out for what, like 4 or 5 years? Well, 5, 6 years? See, then you don't feel so salty, you know what I'm saying? But if you do this after like 3, 4 years, like they could launch the PlayStation 5 next year. I think it's smarter for Microsoft to say release the next console after Sony, because you get to do something better. You see what I'm saying? Right now, Sony has to play catch up. They have to create something better than the Xbox One X. They have to create something that can play in 4K and all this other wonderful stuff and be super powerful. They got to make something better than the Xbox One X. So if you one up yourself, I can't imagine it. And it's not about the timing of when the console came out. It's about the quality of the console that came out and about the games that come out. Think about it. The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 came out within a month of each other. Don't quote me on this. I'm pretty much 100% sure I bought them 1 month apart on launch day. I think one was launched in September and one was launched in October, or was it October or November? They were launched within 1 month of each other, and Microsoft got their butt kicked. I'm not lying. Don't be mad at me. Even Nintendo's about to catch them. Okay, so it's not about when you drop the console. It's about the console itself. They have the most powerful console ever created right now, and they're still losing. So making a brand new console and releasing it first isn't going to do anything if you have a game like Crackdown 3 that has not came out since like Dinosaurs Roam the Earth. Turok. It's going to put that out there. So yes, I just wanted to give my opinion on that when I saw that there's a chance that they might launch before the PlayStation 5. You have the strongest console right now and you're still losing. A new powerful console isn't going to do anything because you already have 4K. You already have the ability. So what are you trying to do next? No. Well, that's all the news I got for you guys right now. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. So as soon as my news becomes available. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll holler at y'all later.